It's 4 in the morning and you're all alone with no place to go. Why don't you come home? I'll be right here, baby, waiting for you. I know you've been wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no one. Look at the thing that you do that could just take you up yonder, honey. You're already wild and blue, wild and blue. It's no wonder, baby. Look at the thing that you do. Got lots of bars around this town. They got cold beer, yeah, and they got Crown. Got neon lights in the window pane. Got lots of guys thinking they got game. Got loud guitars, a little out of tune, but they ain't got a girl like you. No, they don't. They play lots of songs on the radio about them good old country girls that we all know. Long tan legs and cut off jeans. Yeah, just shaking that sugar every country boy's dream. I've heard them all, at least a time or two. Ain't none about a girl like you. You know that's true. You got that beautiful, born with the kind of thing that comes so natural. No, baby, don't ever change. And I wonder when I see the smile on your face, baby, what did I do to ever get a girl like you, a girl like you? You can dress it on up, or you can just hang out. Kick it on Broadway, or kick back on the couch. You can dance on the bar, or you can dance in the rain. Shotgun a beer, or just sip champagne. Yeah, there's only one, there ain't room for two. There ain't another girl like you, another girl like you. Got that beautiful, born with the kind of thing that comes so natural. No, baby, don't ever change. And I wonder when I see the smile on your face, baby, what did I do to ever get a girl like you, a girl like you? Baby, what did I do to get a girl like you? A girl like you don't come along but once in a lifetime, better hang on. I can't find one thing wrong, I could just go on and on and on. You got that beautiful, born with the kind of thing that comes so natural. No, baby, don't ever change. And I wonder when I see the smile on your face, baby, what did I do to ever get a girl like you, a girl like you? Get a girl like you. Baby, what did I do to get a girl like you? I could sail the ocean blue and never find a girl like you.
If ever I get lost in your eyes tonight, please just let me stay right there a little bit longer. Underneath the stars, we are on fire. And I don't wanna go if you don't wanna go. can just stay here in this minute, lose all track of time. Let the world's been on without us for a while. I'm telling you, we're just one kiss away from heaven. So baby, hold on tight, 'cause I want to get wrapped up in your love. So baby, let's just stay here tonight. Tonight, I just wanna linger like this on your lips. A taste of salt air on your skin, hold you in my hands. Anything, everything, you know that I'm all in. We can just stay here in this minute, lose all track of time. That the world's been going without us for a while. I'm telling you, we're just one kiss away from heaven. So baby, hold on tight, 'cause I want to get wrapped up in your love. So baby, let's just stay here tonight. Tonight, baby, let's just stay here tonight. Tonight, tonight, tonight. Let's just stay right here tonight. 'Cause I don't wanna go if you don't wanna go. We can just stay here in this minute, lose all track of time. That the world's been on without us for a while. I'm telling you, we're just one kiss away from heaven. So baby, hold on tight, 'cause I want to get wrapped up in your love. So baby, let's just stay here tonight. Tonight, baby, let's just stay here tonight. Tonight, 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 whoa.
1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
Flying across the desert in a TWA, I saw a woman walking across the sand. She'd been walking 30 miles en route to LA to get a brown-eyed handsome man. Her destination was a brown-eyed handsome man. Milo Venus was a beautiful lass. She had the world in the palm of her hand. But she lost both her arms in a wrestling match to get a brown-eyed handsome man. She fought and won herself a brown-eyed handsome man. Way back in history, 3,000 years back, ever since the world began, been a whole lot of good women shed a tear for a brown-eyed handsome man. That's what the trouble was, a brown-eyed handsome man. Beautiful daughter couldn't make up her mind between a doctor and a lawyer man. Mama told her darling to go out and find yourself a brown-eyed handsome man, just like your daddy is a brown-eyed handsome man. Arrested on charges of unemployment, he was sitting in the witness stand. The judge's wife called up a district attorney, said, "You free that brown-eyed man. You want your job, you better free that brown-eyed man." Way back in history, 3,000 years back, ever since the world began, been a whole lot of good women shed a tear for a brown-eyed handsome man. That's what the trouble is, a brown-eyed handsome man.
Stay tuned for the following special presentation from 1220 and 103.7 FM KOFO.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, is proud to bring you the Arvest Bank Ottawa Cyclone Basketball pregame show on 103.7 FM, 1220 AM, and streaming online at KOFO.com. Here to preview Cyclone basketball is KOFO's Luke Queen.
Good evening and welcome to the Arvest Bank Ottawa High School Cyclone Basketball pregame show here on KOFO. Luke Queen with you here tonight at Ottawa High School Sub-State Championship night. Winner advances to next week's state tournament in Salina, and the losing team will go home and the season will come to an end. The Cyclones, the number 3 seed in the 4A East bracket, taking on the 6th seed Baldwin Bulldogs here. The third time these Frontier League rivals will meet up here this evening. Cyclones coming in 16-5 on the season. Baldwin at 14-7. Winning on Tuesday night to advance here. Both teams taking advantage of the home court. Baldwin defeating Coffeyville on Tuesday. The Cyclones defeating Lewisburg. And gonna have to go through a couple Frontier League teams to get to the state tournament. That has been a goal for the Cyclones since the beginning of the year, and they are one win, 32 minutes away from punching their ticket to Salina next week, where they will play on Wednesday in the opening round. If they are to win here tonight, the Cyclones defeated Baldwin twice during the regular season. It was a 6.53-47 win here in Ottawa, and then on the road, the Cyclones winning 40-27 at Baldwin. So these two teams, this will be the third time in right at a month that these two teams have battled against each other. Know each other well, just down the road, but we will expect a great one here tonight at Ottawa High School. We're going to take our first time out. We'll be back with more after this on the Arvest Bank Ottawa High School Cyclone Basketball pregame show on KOFO.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Arvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 5% APY on a 7-month CD or 5.25% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Arvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Arvest Bank, member FDIC.
If you haven't been to Primetime Girl Trivia Night sponsored by KOFO, you're missing all the fun. But don't just take my word for it.
Why do you enjoy coming to Trivia Night?
Because I get to be with my friends.
I love trivia. I love coming to Trivia Night, be with my family, and just have a great time and get to know all the people that are coming out to trivia. It's great fun.
And it's just a good time.
As my wife makes me.
We play the first and third Wednesday night of the month at 7. It's free and you can win prizes if your team knows their stuff. Join us for Trivia Night at Primetime Grill, sponsored by KOFO.
And welcome back to the Arvest Bank pregame show here on KOFO. Luke Queen with you here tonight. Sub-State Championship here of this girls 4A East bracket. Cyclones playing host to the Baldwin Bulldogs here tonight. Baldwin the 6th seed, Cyclones the 3 seed. The Cyclones coming in 16-5. They have hung their hat on the defensive end throughout this entire season. They are average giving up just 38.8 points per contest. This is game number 22, and through the first 21, the Cyclones have only given up over 50 twice. Both times it was over 60 points. But in those games, that is to Emporia and Silver Lake, who have a combined record right now of, I believe, 41-1 combined between the two schools. Top team in Class 3A in Silver Lake, and one of the top teams in Class 5A in Emporia. The only two teams that have put up 50 on the Cyclones this season. Cyclones gave up 28 points in their last time out to Lewisburg, a 55-28 win on Tuesday night in the semifinal to get them into this ballgame. They have held Baldwin to 47-27 in the 2 wins over the Bulldogs so far this season. And Cyclones come out with the defensive intensity that they showed on Tuesday night, can get out in transition, create some opportunities to get out on the run. A dangerous ball club are the Cyclones. They try to use that defense to turn it into offense. and get in transition, get their press set up, and see if they can just put some space between themselves and their opponent, which they have done throughout this season. Again, just 5 losses for the Cyclones, and just so you know, all against ranked teams at the time that they lost to. Emporia has crept up. They were number 5 in Class 5A at the time. They have moved their way up. Eudora was hanging on in the top 10 in 4A in the final projections. Silver Lake, that number 1 team in Class 3A. Osage City as well, a top 10 team in Class 3A. Tough loss on the road for the Cyclones, and then dropping the final game of the season at 5A Spring Hill. Other than that, the Cyclones have taken care of business, and they are looking to do it here tonight. As I said, their goal from the get-go was to advance to Salina, and they are just 1 win away from achieving that goal here tonight. Take another quick timeout. We'll be back with more after this on the Arvest Bank Ottawa High School Cyclone pregame show on KOFO.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Harvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 5% APY on a 7-month CD or 5.25% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Arvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Arvest Bank, member FDIC.
At KOFO and Primetime Girl Trivia Night, it's not all about what you know. It's more about having a good time.
Why do you enjoy coming to Trivia Night?
I like Trivia Night because I get to come have some drinks with my friends, and we're also all a very competitive group, so it was fun to win, yeah.
A lot of fun, good people, good food.
It's fun to see how much we know.
Join us the first and third Wednesday night of the month at 7 at Primetime Girl Trivia Night, sponsored by KOFO.
It's fun, and there's a good environment.
And how's the host?
Oh, he's awesome.
Here's $20.
We're back, and you're listening to the Arvest Bank pregame show here on KOFO. Luke Queen with you here. Cyclones at 16-5, taking on the 14-7 Baldwin Bulldogs here in the Sub-State Championship. Starting lineups for each team, same as we have become used to seeing. For Baldwin, 5'6" senior Samantha Scraper, 5'4" sophomore Chloe Neufeld, 5'10" senior Alyssa Reichard, 5'7" junior Lauren Berg, and 5'3" senior Bailey Smith. For the Cyclones, it's 5'10" senior Emery Keebaugh, 5'5" senior Peyton Harachita, 5'8" freshman Lee Askins Dietrich, 6'1" sophomore Dylan Nichols, and 5'8" senior Foster Nichols. Again, if the Cyclones can get out using their pressure a lot like they did the last time out between these two teams on the road, at Baldwin, the Cyclones giving up just 9 first-half points to the Bulldogs in that contest. They really pulled away in that game late as they win it 40-27. The first meeting between these two schools on February 1st, and it was a 53-47 win. The Cyclones had a bigger lead early in the fourth quarter. Baldwin making a comeback, but Cyclones did not let them come back, hanging on for the 6-point win that night out. Appreciate everybody tuning in. You've been listening to the Arvest Bank Ottawa Cyclone pregame show. We'll be back with more after this on KOFO.
You've been listening to the Arvest Bank Ottawa Cyclone basketball pregame show. Arvest Bank, goodbye limits, hello possibilities. Stay tuned, our opening tip-off is next.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
KOFO, your sports source for East Central Kansas, welcomes you to Ottawa Cyclone basketball on 103.7 FM, 1220 AM, streaming online at KOFO.com or through your smart speaker. KOFO streaming is powered by All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating. Cyclone basketball on KOFO is brought to you by CarStar, Quality Structures, Kansas State Bank, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Nuco Concrete, and by Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, Impact Wealth Planners, Ottawa Veterinary Hospital, Sutton's Jewelry, also by Ottawa University, Advent Health Ottawa, Dingle & Son Mortuary, Primetime Grill, Arvest Bank, and Roasted Cafe, Ottawa High School, Oak Star Bank, also State Farm Insurance Agent Keith King, Bones Transportation, and Zelda's Cafe. Now with your Ottawa Cyclone basketball play-by-play, once again, here's KOFO's Luke Queen.
Good evening,
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Luke Queen with you here at Ottawa High School. Sub-state championship basketball as the 3 seed, the Ottawa High School Cyclones, play host to the 6 seed, the Baldwin High School Bulldogs. This activity is being brought to you on this station by this station and its advertisers and the member schools of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. No rebroadcast in whole or in part may be made without the written permission of the Kansas State High School Activities Association. Starting lineups for today's contest. Number 0, a 5'6" senior for Baldwin, Samantha Scraper. 5'4" sophomore number 2, Chloe Neufeld. 5'10" senior number 12, Alyssa Riker. 5'7" junior number 13, Lauren Berg. And number 32, 5'3" senior Bailey Smith for the Cyclones. Is 5'10" senior number 1, Emery Keebaugh. 5'5" senior number 4, Peyton Hiroshita. 5'8" freshman number 32, Leah Askins Dietrich. Number 42, 6'1" sophomore Dylan Nichols. And 5'8" senior number 44, Foster Nichols. So for Baldwin, Scraper, Neufeld, Reichert, Berg, and Smith for the Cyclones. Keebaugh, Hiroshita, Askins Dietrich, Dylan Nichols, and Foster Nichols. Again, this is winner of this game heads to Salina for the state tournament, which begins Wednesday out at the Tony's Pizza Event Center in Salina, where everybody plans to get to every year. And the Cyclones have set that as their goal here prior to the season, and we are about ready to go. Before we do, we're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll be ready for tip-off after this on KOFO.
There's something for everyone at Primetime Grill. Burgers, salads, sandwiches, entrees, all the best tasting and delicious Kansas cuisine. Enjoy the full-service bar, exceptional service, one-of-a-kind atmosphere with so many screens you'll know why they say, when it's game time, it's prime time. Primetime Grill in South Ottawa, open 7 days a week.
What if your investments were aligned with your goals and your life, not some arbitrary index? This is Parker Olmsted, and at Impact Wealth Planners, we pair your investments, tax strategies, asset allocation, and insurance evaluation with your financial plan, all in a simple-to-understand process. We like to sit on the same side of the table when it comes to your comprehensive financial plan. Call today, 785-214-6500, or visit impactwealthplanners.com. Securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advice offered through WCG Wealth Advisors LLC, registered investment advisor. WCG Wealth Advisors LLC and Impact Wealth Planners are separate entities from LPL Financial.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
When a family member needs surgery, you want to be sure their health and well-being is top priority, even when that family member is your beloved pet. From spaying and neutering to orthopedic operations, Ottawa Veterinary Hospital provides the care and compassion you want for your four-legged companion. Call 785-242-3538.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Harvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 5% APY on a 7-month CD or 5.25% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Harvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Harvest Bank, member FDIC.
The staff at Advent Health Ottawa loves tuning into Cyclone and Braves basketball games on KOFO. With over 200 Franklin County residents proudly caring for you and your family, they want everyone to feel whole in body, mind, and spirit. Meet them at adventhealth.com/Ottawa.
Some people just know the best rate for you is a rate based on you with Allstate, not one based on Carol. She's more focused on hitting a high note than the car in front of her. Why pay a rate based on anyone else? Get one based on you with DriveWise from Allstate.
Not available in Alaska or California, subject to terms and conditions. Rates are determined by several factors, which vary by state. In some states, participation in DriveWise allows Allstate to use your driving data for purposes of rating. While in some states, your rate could increase with high-risk driving. Generally, safer drivers will save with DriveWise. Allstate Fire and Casualty Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
And welcome back here to Ottawa High School. Luke Queen with you for the 4A Girls East Sub-State Tournament Championship matchup. Cyclones, the 3 seed against the 6 seed Baldwin Bulldogs. We are now ready for opening tip-off, which is sponsored on KOFO by Bones Transportation, a family-owned and operated trucking company in Ottawa for over 50 years and longtime supporter of Ottawa Cyclone sports. Paul Bones and the staff at Bones Transportation wish the Cyclone boys and girls basketball teams the best of luck this season. Bones Transportation in South Ottawa. Emery Keybon, Alyssa Reichert set in the middle to jump here as we get ready for this sub-state championship game. Tip is controlled by the Cyclones. Foster Nichols on the right wing. Gets it out to Emery Keyball, hands it off to Peyton Harashida. Wing to the right side, hand off to Foster. Foster has it taken away there by Reichert, who jumped that. Reichert the other way, gonna put one in up off the glass for two. Askins Dietrich quickly the other way, but the Baldwin defense gets back. Cyclones trying to get it down inside, and a tough pass, tough catch to make there. And a turnover. Get back to the Bulldogs. Cyclones come with the pressure here. Berg to try and trigger it in. Able to get it into Neufeld. She'll slow things down, now push it across to Reichert, who will hold it out between the circles. Over to the corner, Berg looks to drive. Emery Keyball right there to shut that down. Pass out top, Neufeld able to hang on, puts up a tough runner, no good. Berg able to get it back, kicks it out, Scraper thought about the three, kicks in, over to Reichert. Reichert thought about the three as well. Spinning to the left hand, kicks it out, Smith on the left wing. Cyclone defense pushes Baldwin back out. Neufeld over to Reichert. Reichert again thought about the three, kicks corner, Berg gonna drive. It's through with a little bit of contact, no good on the shot. Askins Dietrich brings the rebound down. There's ahead, Foster Nichols into the middle of the lane. She also takes some contact, no whistle, and the rebound comes down to Baldwin. In the postseason, these whistles don't get blown nearly as often. Gonna have to adjust here. Reichert out top for Baldwin. Works along the left wing, down inside. Gonna go to the left hand. Shot up, no good. Dylan Nichols, the rebound for Ottawa. Hands it off to Harashida. She'll dribble across his timeline along the right side. Baseline, now kicks it back out top to Keyball. Left wing, Foster Nichols. Foster will dribble it back over right side. Askins Dietrich now on the right wing. Going around, Dylan Nichols on the left wing. Looking for the cut there. Not there, over to Foster. She looks to drive. Spins down the lane line, goes up. We've got a whistle and a jump ball will be called here. The alternate possession in favor of Baldwin. Baldwin with it underneath. The Cyclones with some pressure here. They get it into Neufeld. She'll push it at Reichert. Reichert driving into the lane. Gets away. No, she does not get away with the traveling violation, and she'll turn it over right back to the Cyclones. Marissa Richards into the ball game here for Ottawa. She's going to take over for Foster Nichols. Cyclones will get it into Harashida. Pressure here from Baldwin. Peyton has it poked away along the far side. It stays with the Cyclones. Marissa Richards gets it into Askins Dietrich. Leah will push it across the timeline. Now we'll slow it down, get it out top. Dylan Nichols. Dylan over to Marissa. Swing around Emery. At the inside. Now going back door and a tough catch. Leah not able to make the catch, but she'll chase it down in the corner. Hang on to the possession here for the Cyclones. Ball on the right wing. Looking out top, gonna get it to Richards. Marissa looks inside, now will dribble to the right side, hand it off. Swung around here. Cyclones being very patient offensively. Down under 5 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2-0 our score. Ball out top. And give it to Dylan Nichols. Dylan turns around in the lane, gets it over to Harashida. One back out. Askins Dietrich, step through, gonna put up a tough shot, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Baldwin. Pass ahead, stolen away by Askins Dietrich. She's gonna go to the basket, layup up and good. Leah with the steal and the score. Cyclones have tied it up. Now Askins Dietrich knocks it free, and it'll be last touched out of bounds by Baldwin along the far sideline. Large crowd in here tonight, which we expected with Baldwin just up the road. Jimmy Nye going to check in here for Baldwin. She's going to replace Chloe Neufeld. Peyton Wright also into the ball game. And she's going to take over for Scraper. Haskins Dietrich got a hand in there, knocked it away. Richards was chasing after it. And Baldwin the last to touch it. Left wing, down low, Richards. Kicks it out. Emery going to pull the trigger on a three. No good. And a rebound by Lauren Berg for Baldwin. Gets it ahead to Reichert. Going into the lane. Left it short on the shot. Rebound down on the floor. Picked up by the Cyclones. Get it over to Haskins Dietrich. Leah. Right wing, Peyton Harashida. Peyton will bring it back out top. Now looks to drive. Kick it out to Dylan Nichols. Dylan out top, Emery. Gonna look left side here, nothing there. So Emery looking for help here. Now we'll change up the offense. Now we've got a whistle and a timeout will be called here by the Cyclones. 30-second timeout. We're going to take it with them. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, Funeral Director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
At CarStar Ottawa, we consider paintless dent repair the best course of action when repairing minor dents and dings on your vehicle. CarStar Ottawa, 402 North Main Street. Relax, we'll take it from here.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School. 3:34 remaining in the first quarter. Score 2-2 between Ottawa and Baldwin. Cyclones have Keebaugh, Richards, Haskins Dietrich, Dylan Nichols, and Foster Nichols, the five on the floor. Pass into Foster, deflected, but she's able to chase it down in the backcourt. Swung around, left wing, Marissa Richards. Looking underneath, nothing there. Goes on the drive, kicks it out, Foster. Look for three on the way, just off, no good, and the rebound pulled in by Baldwin. Nye pushes ahead to Smith on the right wing. She'll back it back out between the circles and reset here for the Bulldogs. They go to Reichert on the right side. Out to Nye. Can they get it inside here? Reichert spinning to her favored left hand. And shot was adjusted there by Dylan Nichols. Saved underneath by Berg, but it's into the hands of the Cyclones. Dylan on the drive. She goes up. No good, but a whistle and a foul. It's going to send Dylan Nichols to the free throw line. Dylan going with purpose that time to the basket. And the foul going to be called on Peyton Wright of Baldwin. Her first personal foul, the first team foul on the Bulldogs. Dylan knocks the first free throw down. Dylan at the stripe for the second. And this one rolls off, no good. Berg with the rebound. Able to get it to Reichert. Reichert dribbling left side. It's through the pressures. Going to kick it in the corner. Three on the way from Nye, no good. Rebound tipped out into the hands of Haskins Dietrich. Leah driving the right sideline, kicks it out. Marissa look for three, buries it. Marissa Richards knocks down her first three, and the Cyclones now lead by 4. All knocked loose, but it's into the hands of Reichert for Baldwin. Dribble over to the right wing. Out top Smith. Smith uncovered, and she pulls the trigger and nails a three. Cyclones did not get matched up there. Head to Haskins Dietrich driving into the lane. Into the corner. Marissa, another one. No good this time. Loose ball rebound. Dylan Nichols. And we've got a whistle and a foul here as Dylan took a little contact there while she was in the air in possession of the basketball. Bailey Smith will be called for that one. It's her first, team second. That's just a hustle foul. It happens. Ainsley Michael will check in. Dylan Nichols gets a seat. Into Richards. Out of Keebaugh on the left wing. Moves back out top. We get it to Foster Nichols. Takes two-hand shove in the back, no whistle. She'll kick it out Risk another look. This one misses left. Saved by Ainsley Michael, but unable to get it right into the hands of Richards. Baldwin will go the other direction. 6-5 Ottawa. A minute 39 to go here in quarter number one. Berg on the drive. Out to Smith. Smith gets it to Reichert, who will pull the trigger on a three. No good. And we've got a whistle and a foul here. Going to go against Baldwin as they got a shove in the back on the box out. That's going to go on Scraper, her first. Peyton Harashida going to check into the ball game here for the Cyclones. Going to replace Gaskins Dietrich. Audrey Searle will check into the ball game here for Baldwin. She's going to give Reichert a breather. Harashida across the timeline. Works over to the right wing. Out top, Foster. Looks to drive to the left-hand side. They dump it down low here, and then she went to dribble it once again, and double dribble will turn it over. Dillon back into the ball game here quickly for the Cyclones. She's going to replace Emery Keeball, give her a break. Peyton Wright back in for the Bulldogs. Smith gets it in, brings it across. Her pass deflected and stolen away. Cyclones will get it to Nichols. Now ahead to Dillon. Dillon dribbling on the left wing. Picks up her dribble into the corner, Marissa Richards. Marissa, not about the drive, has it knocked away. Cyclones don't pick it up, and we've got a whistle, and a timeout will be called right here on Baldwin, a 30-second timeout. We'll be back in 30 after this on KOFO.
What's that sound? That's the sound of Downy Unstoppable scent beads going into your washing machine and giving your clothes freshness that lasts all day long. There it is again. It's like music to your ears, or more like music to your nose. That freshness is irresistible. Let's get a Downy Unstoppable bottle shake. And now a sniff solo. Nice. Get 6 times longer lasting freshness plus odor protection with Downy Unstoppables in wash scent beads.
Luke Queen back with you at Ottawa High School. 52 seconds remaining in quarter number one. It's Ottawa 6, Baldwin 5. The Bulldogs have a possession in the backcourt along the sideline. Cyclones will have the starters out on the floor here for this final push of the first quarter. Neufeld over to Smith on the right wing. Cyclones have moved into a 2-3 here. To the right, she's going to go on a drive, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul here. Kind of bailed her out there. Emery Keeball standing up pretty straight and tall, maybe moving. I couldn't see it from my angle. Might have moved just a little bit into the drive there. It's going to be a very difficult shot for Wright to control. This free throw is no good. Searle and Nye will check back in here for the Bulldogs. Scrapers sits at the scorer's table as well. Must be checking in here for Wright. Second free throw from Wright, and she gets that one to go. So Scraper will come back in here. Wright will have a seat. Baldwin going to set up a full court press here. Evans will get it into Keeball. Now over to Dylan Nichols on the right side. Give it off to Foster out top. They give it to Harashida. Left wing, Foster. Just to drive, nothing there. Goes out top to Dylan. Dylan hands off Haskins Dietrich. Leah going to go to the high post. Emery. Down to the corner, Dylan. Baseline drive through some contact, no good. Battle for the rebound. Peyton Harashida picks it up, scores, and is fouled. Good effort there on the glass by Harashida and going right back up quickly. Takes a bump. It's going to be called on Chloe Neufeld. That's going to be her first and the fourth team foul on Baldwin. Peyton Harashida at the line for one here. 13 and a half seconds remaining here in quarter number one. Eaton's free throw too strong. The rebound tipped around. It's on the floor. Keyball comes up with it. Over to Foster. Out of the right side. Keyball out to Askins Dietrich. On the drive. Goes through contact. Tough shot and gets it to go. And that will not leave enough time for Baldwin to get a shot off. So we've reached the end of quarter number 1. Cyclones 10, Baldwin 6. We're back in 60 seconds after this on KOFO.
Offer not valid in all states or where prohibited by law. Loans are subject to lender approval. See website for details.
Honey, the credit card bill came, and we're maxed out.
Maxed out cards, rent is due. We just need some extra cash to help us get by.
Maybe we should go to 27cash.com.
With our bad credit?
27cash.com is one of the largest personal loan networks. They can help people with any type of credit get up to $5,000, and cash can hit our bank account as soon as tomorrow.
When you need extra cash, go to 27cash.com. That's 27cash.com. 27cash.com.
Starting with one store in 1978, Boot Barn has become the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation. Supporting those who feed, build, and protect America, we offer the largest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, and outdoor gear. With over 500,000 pairs of boots and thousands of top-quality jeans and clothing, it's an honor to support the people who make our country so great. Boot Barn. Keep West.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School, getting ready for the second quarter. Cyclones lead 10-6 after one quarter of play. Cyclones will have a possession here to open up things in quarter number 2. Foster Nichols will get it into backcourt. Lee Askins Dietrich brings it across the timeline to Peyton Hiroshita. Peyton dribbling to the right wing. Go out top, Keyball. Skip pass over to the corner. Foster into the lane, kicks it back out. Out of Dillon, baseline drive. Hand check going to be called here. We're going to have a whistle in the first foul of the quarter, going to be on Baldwin. This one, I believe, is on Lauren Berg. It is. That's her first personal foul. Cyclones have it underneath their own basket. And quickly, Dillon, 4-footer, just too strong off the back rim. Good look, just unable to get it to go. Baldwin pushing the other way. Reichert into the front court, kicks in the corner. Scraper thought about it, but now swung all the way around by the Bulldogs. The Cyclones get back defensively and cover things up. Reichert into the lane, able to kick it out. Swung around corner, 3 on the way from Berg, no good. Too strong with that one. Foster gets the rebound, ahead to Leah. Leah, hesitation, thought about the baseline, not there. Cyclones will swing it around, left side, Dylan Nichols. Dylan kicks it out to Foster, and around Emery. Look for 3 on the way. Emery knocks it home. Keyball's first bucket of the night is from the left wing 3. Cyclones lead up to 7. Smith out top to Berg. High post, Reichert, back to Berg. Kicks in the corner. 3 on the way from Smith, no good. Battle for the rebound. And they're going to say last touch by the Cyclones there, so it'll stay with Baldwin underneath. And felt to trigger it in. Pushes it into Reichert. Good catch there in traffic. She goes up, has her shot partially blocked, and the rebound comes down to Hiroshita. Head to Dillon on the left wing. And we'll slow things down here, and the Cyclones will reset out top with Foster Nichols. Foster to the left wing, Askins Dietrich. High post, Keyball. Looking back door, not there the first time. Gets it to Hiroshita, who fumbled a little bit. Tried to get the shot up, did not get it to go. Scraper picked it up, but then took an extra step on her pivot as she went to pass it away and gets it right back to the Cyclones. Marissa Richards will check back in here for Ottawa. Searle will check in here for the Bulldogs along with Wright. Foster to trigger it in. Gets it to Leah in the lane. Kicks it out. Emery thought about the 3 on the left side. Looking for somebody. Passes it out top. Dillon. Dillon will go left wing. Emery. Emery into the right corner now to Foster. Spinning baseline. Going to put up a tough shot in traffic. It rolls off. No good. Rebound. Reichert going to push the other way. On the left lane, kicks it over to right. Baseline down to Searle, and coming from behind to block it away is Marissa Richards. Neufeld hesitates. Her shot up, no good. Rebound down on the floor in the corner, and it'll be last touch by the Cyclones. So it stays with Baldwin. Cyclones 13, Baldwin 6, 5:37 to go in the first half. Smith. Carrying it out top, gets it to Searle. Go high post, Reichert. Reichert thought about the jumper, now kicks it out. Smith will go to the baseline, now we'll dribble it back out top. Neufeld on the left wing. She'll bring it back out between the circles and reset for Baldwin. Go to Reichert on the high post. She'll dribble to the left lane line. Cyclones try to come over and trap there. Smith comes around the screen, takes a long jumper that's no good. Rebound, Emery Keeball for the Cyclones. Cyclones will push ahead, left wing. Marissa Richards steps into a three just off the front rim. Loose ball rebound down on the floor. Reichert has it. And we're going to have a whistle here and a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Baldwin here on the alternate possession this time. 4:57 to go, still 13-6 Ottawa. Cyclones staying back in the 2-3 right now. Right on the left wing, into the corner, Reichert. On top, swung around, right, gonna pull the trigger on a quick three, and she hits. First field goal of the ball game for her. That's the Ottawa lead down to 4. Haskins Dietrich on the left wing. On top, Keeball. Dylan Nichols just taking a beating anytime she tries to cut across the lane. Down low, it's Haskins Dietrich. And we're going to call a blocking foul prior to the shot. My goodness, on Baldwin. Foul is going to be called here on Chloe Neufeld. That's going to be her second personal foul on the Bulldogs. Amy Nye will check in for her. Cyclones have it underneath their own basket. Foster to trigger it in underneath. Gets it into Leah. Leah goes right up and gets it off the glass and in. 6 points now for Haskins Dietrich. The Cyclones lead is 6. 15-9 here. 4:10 to go in the first half. High right wing into the corner to Smith. Smith going to dribble back out top. Now look for a drive. Puts up an awkward shot, no good. A rebound, Marissa Richards for the Cyclones. She'll bring it into the front court. Defense gets back, kicked across to Keyball. Now top Foster. Back over to Emery on the left wing. Emery will fire one down as Foster Nichols. They're going to call an offensive foul because Foster Nichols was posting up in the lane. All the bumps, all the checks that in high school hockey are called on Dylan Nichols have yet to be called, but they're going to call Foster for putting a rear end in front of somebody and posting up. Smith into the front court, into the lane, kicks it out to Searle. Swung around Nye on the right wing. Go to the high post, Reichert. He'll step in, puts up a 12-footer, too strong. Rebound pulled down by Hiroshita for the Cyclones. Payton. Cross half court, gets it to Keyball. Baldwin letting Emery have it. He tries to go back door. Somehow it's found its way through. And now we're going to have a whistle and a foul here on Haskins Dietrich. She definitely had Reichert. Initially, she had the basketball, but Reichert was pulling it away and went up her arm there. So she had her across the arm. Berg and Neufeld will check back in here for the Bulldogs. 3:08 to go in the first half. Still a 6-point Cyclone lead at 15-9. Neufeld will bring it across the timeline. Right wing here for Baldwin. Elevator screen for Wright out top, and she goes to the ground. Ball loose on the floor, picked up by the Cyclones. Dylan Nichols driving the other way. Goes through Reichert, and they're going to call a block shot, but Reichert came down with the basketball and was standing on the inline, so it will stay here with the Cyclones. Peyton Hiroshita to trigger it in underneath the Cyclones basket. Out to Keyball, back to the corner to Peyton. Out to Emery, going to pull the trigger, a three this time off to the left, no good. And the rebound picked up by Reichert for Baldwin. Cyclones get a good trap set here. Reichert in trouble. And a whistle and a timeout will be called here by Baldwin. They're going to take a full timeout. We'll take this one with them. A 60-second break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Barn floors, grain bins, containment facilities. Nuco Concrete can provide the customizable flatwork concrete for your ag-related structures. Call Nuco Concrete today at 913-207-0622 or visit nucoconcrete.com.
So many scams and frauds. Kansas State Bank wants to help you avoid being a victim by presenting a night of combating fraud. Thursday, March 28th at the Ottawa Memorial Auditorium. Enjoy refreshments, giveaways, and the education you need to combat fraud. Kansas State Bank, member FDIC.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School. 2:37 to go in the first half. Cyclones on top by 6, 15-9. Baldwin will get it in to Reichert. Reichert dribbling on the left wing. Looks to get into the lane. Spinning back to her left shoulder. Cyclones had it covered up. She'll have to kick it out. Smith out top into the corner. Peyton Wright. They get it back out to Smith. And swung around Berg. Berg looks to drive. Steps in, kicks it out right. Another three on the way. No good. And we've got a whistle and a foul here on Marissa Richards on the box out. And it's on the floor after the shot. It's going to be the first on Marissa. Third team foul on the Cyclones. Ainsley Michael and Foster Nichols back into the ballgame here. Baldwin will have it along the sideline here. Baldwin will get it into Reichert. Swung around Neufeld on the right side. Looks to drive baseline. Out to Smith. Smith gets a screen out top and will be called for carrying the basketball. It kind of jumped up on her there and unable to get her hand over that one to keep it down. So turnover gives it back to Ottawa. Lindsay Michael into the backcourt to Peyton Harashida. And my goodness, takes a absolute wicked bump here. All loose on the floor. Smith picks it up, no good. The battle for the rebound, and it finds the hands of Harashida once again. We'll push Ed Foster Nichols in the open floor. Foster on the drive through the lane. No good on the shot, but a whistle and a foul is going to send Foster to the free throw line for two. They called the foul on Alyssa Riker. That'll be her first personal foul. Third team foul here on the Bulldogs. Foster here at the line for Wright will check in. Scraper will have a seat. Haskins Dietrich back in. Ainsley Michael will sit down for the Cyclones. Second free throw from Foster, and this one goes right through there. 2 for 2 at the stripe, and the Cyclones' lead has been extended to 8. Smith across the timeline. The trap comes. The ball knocked away. It will stay with Baldwin as Foster Nichols poked it away. Smith will get it in out top Neufeld. Getting the 2-3 here from the Cyclones. Smith, right wing, picks in the corner, right, gonna pull a quick trigger three, no good. Rebound, Foster Nichols for the Cyclones, going to the ground and tosses it away. Now it's poked away from Reichert. Boy, it's just kind of wild out there as the whistles just aren't being blown. Now we're gonna have a whistle. We're gonna say no good on the shot. Now we've got conflicting. It's gonna be called on Foster Nichols. It'll be her second. team. Ottawa is 69 here in the first half. That's inside Berg. Berg goes up, no good. And now we got a tick-tack foul called on Emery Keeball. These have kind of been the way it's going. Lauren Berg, though, is going to go to the line for two. First free throw is around and out, no good. Marissa Richards will check in here for the Cyclones. She's going to replace Foster Nichols in those two personal fouls. Scraper back in along with Nye for Baldwin. Third, second free throw, and she gets that one to go. Then some pressure here from Baldwin. Get it in Askins Dietrich, who dribbles out of it for the Cyclones. Gets it off out top. Fired down, backdoor cut. Marissa makes the catch, but the triple team came, so kicked it back out. There's Sheeta. Out top, dribbling to the right side. There's to the baseline. We've got a whistle, and how that can be a 5-second call, I don't know, but that is the call that will be made. Especially from this side of the floor. But, hey, if you're 45 feet away from the ball handler, you should make the call. 45 seconds to go here in the first half. Cyclones up by 7. Baldwin bringing it across half court. Looks like they're going to maybe play for one here. Cyclones are getting matched up, it looks like here. Neufeld on the left wing. It's his screen out top. Steps into a three, and no good. Long rebound, Askins Dietrich. Leah has it kicked away from her. She went to make a move. It's down on the floor. Richards smacked across the arm. Now the pass is just loose, and Baldwin's going to pick it up here. Neufeld, and a reach-in foul here is going to be called on Askins Dietrich in the backcourt. That's going to be the second on her, and that's going to send Neufeld to the free throw line with 4 seconds to go. Waiting for the officials to notice that we're shooting free throws here. So Neufeld going to go to the line for two here. His free throw from Neufeld is good. Second free throw on the way, and she makes them both. Into Askins Dietrich. Will pull up, 35-footer off the glass, no good. And we've reached halftime. The score here at the half, Ottawa 17, Baldwin 12. We'll take a 2-minute timeout. We'll be back after this on KOFO.
Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles let you create your own delicious combo. Choose from a sausage biscuit, egg and cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, and a medium hot coffee. But it's obvious which combo's the best. Sausage biscuit and small seasoned potatoes. Well, maybe it's the fresh cracked egg and cheese biscuit with a medium hot coffee. Or 2 savory sausage biscuits. Whichever you pick, you can't go wrong. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles.
Limited time only. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting and waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
As members of the KCAC and NAIA, Ottawa University Sports has been a home of champions for decades. But a student-athlete at Ottawa University doesn't just come upon the success on their own. It takes dedication and desire to create a champion, and that starts with coaches, managers, and trainers. It takes an entire staff of sports information experts to share the success with everyone else. And it takes you, the fan, to cheer loud and proud for your Ottawa University Braves. Catch a game, match, or event on campus soon. For all of the full Brave season schedules, visit ottawabraves.com.
When your vehicle needs repairs and you use aftermarket parts, you get what you pay for. When you use OEM parts made by your vehicle's manufacturer, like we use at Beanie's Body Shop and Repair, you're using the parts that match those your vehicles came with. Call 785-242-4082.
There's something for everyone at Primetime Grill. Burgers, salads, sandwiches, entrees, all the best tasting and delicious Kansas cuisine. Enjoy the full-service bar, exceptional service, one-of-a-kind atmosphere with so many screens you'll know why they say, when it's game time, it's Primetime. Primetime Grill in South Ottawa, open 7 days a week.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School. A halftime here, this sub-state championship game between Ottawa and Baldwin. Cyclones on top here, 17-12 at the half. It is a low-scoring first half. We'd say that it's been played at a little bit of a sloppy, ugly pace here at this point. And it's not the fault of the teams. We'll just go with that. Leading the way for Baldwin, Peyton Wright has 4 points, 3 points for Bailey Smith, 2 points apiece for Chloe Neufeld, Melissa Reichard, and 1 point for Lauren Bird. The Cyclones are led by Lee Askins Dietrich. She has 6. 3 apiece for Emery Keebaugh and Marissa Richards. 2 points for Foster Nichols and Peyton Hiroshita, and 1 point for Dylan Nichols so far here for the Cyclones. Nobody really able to get much into a groove there. The Cyclones have been taking it easy offensively as they have been trying to be patient on the offensive end. The Golden Bulldogs defense collapsing down and not allowing, don't want to give up a backdoor cut there to the Cyclones, or really anything in the lane as they've been checking off. The Cyclones have been trying to cut across the lane here pretty good. And the Cyclones have been patient about it, not trying to force anything too bad there, just kind of in transition. There's been a lot of hand checking and things like that going on. Just no whistles to slow any of it down at this point. Foul trouble for the Cyclones, 2 apiece for Emery Keebaugh, Lee Askins, Dietrich, and Foster Nichols. Chloe Neufeld picked up 2 for Baldwin. Other than that, no real foul trouble to speak of. Nobody picked up number 3 in that first half. So everybody should be good to go come half number 2. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. We'll be back with more after this on KOFO.
Having a bench jeweler who can repair your fine jewelry is one of the best reasons to go to Sutton's Jewelry. Your precious gems never leave their location. Phil Sutton has more than 40 years of experience at the jewelry bench, working on sizing, customizing, setting, and resetting gemstones and diamonds. Your jewelry is always safe and treated with love because Phil doesn't rush his work. He takes care of your fine jewelry as if it were his own. Stop by today at 213 South Main and see why you've got it made at Sutton's Jewelry.
This is Walt Dangle of Dangle & Son Mortuary. Our desire is to provide the very best in funeral service. Our commitment has helped us reach that goal. We will always strive to reach higher. This is Dangle & Son Mortuary, setting the standard for funeral service.
The staff at Advent Health Ottawa loves tuning into Cyclone and Braves basketball games on KOFO. With over 200 Franklin County residents proudly caring for you and your family, they want everyone to feel whole in body, mind, and spirit. Meet them at adventhealth.com/Ottawa.
So you just used bug spray in your home. Now what? Well, between the waiting and waiting for things to dry up and keeping your family away from the mess, it hits you. You could have used Zevo. Unlike other bug sprays that stick around, Zevo goes from kill to clean in seconds. Plus, it's safe for use around people and pets when used as directed. Zevo, people-friendly, bug-deadly.
Starting with one store in 1978, Boot Barn has become the largest Western and workwear retailer in the nation. Supporting those who feed, build, and protect America, we offer the largest selection of cowboy boots, work boots, Western wear, workwear, and outdoor gear. With over 500,000 pairs of boots and thousands of top-quality jeans and clothing, it's an honor to support the people who make our country so great. Boot Barn. Keep West.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School. It's halftime here of this 4A East Sub-State Championship game. Cyclones on top, 17-12 over the visitors from Baldwin. So low-scoring first half between these two schools. The Cyclones holding Baldwin to just 6 points each for each quarter in that first half. The Cyclones put up 10 in quarter number one. They had a 4-point lead then, outscoring Baldwin 7-6 in quarter number two for a 5-point halftime lead. Reminder, scheduling-wise, the Cyclone boys are playing for a sub-state championship game tomorrow night. And they will be on the road in St. George, Kansas against Rock Creek High School. That game is scheduled to tip off at 5 p.m. We will bring you all the action here on KOFO, starting about 10 minutes prior to the hour with the Arvest Bank pregame show with the Cyclones, a 6 seed, going on the road to take on the 3 seed Rock Creek. See if they can stem the upset on the road and advance to Salina themselves. Cyclone girls 5 points ahead here at the half, trying to punch their ticket to Salina. 16 more minutes to see if they can get that done. We're going to take another 2-minute timeout. When we come back, we'll be ready for the second half from here at Ottawa High School. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Talking with Jason Stone King, owner of All Seasons Air Conditioning and Heating and Plumbing. Jason, you're really standing by your quality Amana products with an incredible new warranty.
Yes, we are. And on any new Amana installs, you'll get the 10-year parts and labor warranty at no extra cost.
So that means?
That means on certain qualifying equipment, if needed, if your compressor fails on your outdoor unit, we'll replace the whole unit, not just the compressor. It's the best warranties in the industry and the best equipment, Amana.
Call All Seasons today at 8888 Airman. That's 8888 Airman, keeping you comfortable in all seasons.
Looking for a better rate of return on your savings? Arvest Bank is ready to help with great rates on certificates of deposit. You can earn 5% APY on a 7-month CD or 5.25% APY on a 14-month CD with a minimum deposit of just $1,000. And it's easy to get started. Stop by any one of Arvest's over 200 branch locations to open your account. Other rates and terms are available. Arvest Bank, member FDIC.
Texting enrolls you into reoccurring automated text messages. Consent not required to purchase. Message and data rates may apply.
Hey, Dan, how you doing? Haven't seen you around the gym.
Yeah, I've really fallen off. Since I turned 40, I just don't get the results I used to get.
Could be lower testosterone. I went through it a while back. I got Nugenix Total T, and it's made a huge difference for me.
I've seen that on TV. Is it for real?
Oh, yeah. The patented key ingredient is something called Testofen, which helps boost free and total testosterone levels to help you trim up and stay lean.
And it's made a difference for you?
Man, I feel like I'm in my 20s again. At work, in the gym, and in the bedroom.
Are they still giving out complimentary bottles for people to try it for themselves?
Yeah, you just need to send them a text.
Text LEAP to 321321 right now for your complimentary bottle of Nugenix Total T. Plus, text now and we'll include a bottle of Nugenix Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, to help you get back into shape fast. Absolutely free. Text LEAP to 321321. That's LEAP to 321321.
Products and statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. These products are not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease or illness.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School as we get ready for the second half. Cyclones on top by 5, 17-12. Cyclones sitting the starters back out there. Marie Keebaugh, Peyton Hiroshita, Lee Askins, Dietrich, Dylan Nichols, and Foster Nichols. Looks like the starters as well for Baldwin, Scraper, Neufeld, Riker, Berg, and Smith. The 5 on the floor for the Bulldogs. Cyclones start with the possession here. Baldwin going to have a little bit of pressure out top. Apparently, probably waiting for a few of the spectators to back themselves up off the floor so we can get back to action here. Haskins Dietrich to trigger it in here. Gets it into Hiroshita. Peyton will bring it across the timeline. Has it poked away, and it will stay with the Cyclones. Smith able to get a hand in there and knock it away. So the Cyclones looking to increase their lead here. Get it into Foster. Going to drive baseline. They back out Dylan, right wing. Out top, Emery Keebaugh will dribble over to the right wing. They back to Foster Nichols. Foster out top, Peyton Hiroshita. Peyton, left wing, Foster looks to drive into the lane. Has it poked away. Foster gets it back, gives it out to Leah. Leah driving into the teeth of the defense, and we're going to have a jump ball here and an alternate possession. That's just when you don't want to drive into that area. There's 3 Baldwin defenders right there. They force the jump ball and get the turnover. Reichert will bring it across the timeline for Baldwin. Gets it over to Smith, who will dribble between the circles here. With Neufeld right wing. Reichert 35, 40 feet from the basket here, holding the basketball. Franklin's in a man defense here. Reichert going to kick in the corner. Smith will look for three on the way, and the Cyclones didn't have it covered up. Smith knocks down her second three and cuts the lead down to two. Haskins Dietrich, left wing. Emery Keebaugh. Out to Dillon. Dillon over to the right wing. Haskins Dietrich. Leah into the corner. Emery down into the block. Dillon going to go baseline. Goes up underneath. Has his shot blocked, but a whistle and a foul. And Dillon's going to go to the free throw line for two. Foul is going to be called on Lauren Berg. That's going to be her second. And the first team foul here in the quarter on the Bulldogs. First free throw from Dylan Nichols is right through there. Dylan toes the stripe here for a second. Free throw on the way and makes them both. Cyclones come with some pressure. Baldwin gets it to Reichert. Picks up her dribble as she comes across half court. Fires it over to Smith in the right corner. Nice catch. Back to Reichert. Going to fire up a three. No good. Keebaugh brings the rebound down for Ottawa. Over to Hiroshita. Peyton. And maybe called for a double dribble there. She had it knocked away a little bit. Smith did not get a hand on that. And Peyton put it back on the ground with two hands. So we called for the illegal dribble. Wright will check in for Baldwin. Neufeld dribbles over to the right wing, into the corner intended for Wright, and deflected out of bounds by Emery Keebaugh for the Cyclones. Smith to trigger it in on the sideline, out to Reichert, back to Smith. Looks to turn the corner. The Cyclones have it covered. They'll get it down into Reichert. She goes over one shoulder, has it poked away. Leah Haskins Dietrich comes away with it, sprinting ahead by herself, and the left-handed layup is up and in. The Cyclones lead back to 6 here, 21-15. 5:50 to go in the third quarter. Cyclones in the 2-3. Right on the left wing, down the corner to Reichert. It's to drive baseline. And no help comes there, and that's an easy bucket for a player as good as Alyssa Reichert. Foster Nichols will bring it across the timeline. Skip it over the left wing. Hiroshita out to Foster. Three on the way. Rolls around and out, no good. Keebaugh, the offensive board. She goes up, and she is fouled. Emery just hustling after that offensive rebound. Might have gotten away with one there. Wright had position, but Emery just skying up there and ripping it down. Foul is going to be on Wright, her second. This free throw from Emery rattles around and out, no good. Keebaugh's second free throw on the way, and she gets this one to go. She now has 4. The Cyclones lead by 5 with 5:20 to go here in the third quarter. Berg on the left wing. Goes out between the circles, hands off to Reichert. She get a screen. The Cyclones have it covered up. Reichert, backdoor for Wright, not there. Kicks it over to the right wing, Neufeld. She'll dribble out between the circles. Kicks it around. It gets over to Wright. On to the right corner, Reichert. Going to throw the lob. Foster Nichols coming over, deflects it, and gives it into the hands of Dillon. She'll bring it across the timeline and hand it off to Peyton Hiroshita. Peyton on the right side. We're going to have a whistle here, and I believe this is going to be a foul against Baldwin. It is. Foster Nichols set up for a screen right there, and Smith ran right through her. She'll be called for that one. Marissa Richards checking in for the Cyclones. Peyton Hiroshita will have a seat. Richards into the corner, Askins Dietrich. Back to Marissa. Steps into the 16-footer, left it just a little bit short, and nobody there for the rebound for the Cyclones. It'll roll out of bounds. Baldwin has it here, trailing by 5. Cyclones up here with 4.5 to go in the third. Into the corner, Smith gonna fire a quick 3, no good. Rebound tipped out, and Smith able to chase it down. Gets away with a travel as she kicks it into the corner to Neufeld for 3. And then the Cyclones get caught napping, looking at the rebound instead of going and getting it. Reichert got it. We've got a whistle and a jump ball. And now the official, who's 45 feet away from the basket coming in, their jump ball is the call. And the alternate possession is in favor of the Cyclones. Looked to me as though maybe Foster Nichols was on the inline, but that was not the call. Richards will bring it across the timeline for the Cyclones. Along the right wing, skip pass over to Emery on the left wing. Backdoor pass to Marissa. She goes up, and she's able to make it over the outstretched hand of Reichert right there. The Cyclones lead goes back to 7. Neufeld between the circles. To Reichert, kicks it out. Smith, 3 on the way, no good. Rebound tipped out and finds the hands of Foster Nichols. Foster will get it over to Emery with the pressure coming. Emery will bring it across the timeline, give it back to Foster. Right wing, Marissa. On top to Emery. Over to Lee on the left wing. High post, Marissa Richards. She's going to put one up, no good. And battle for the rebound, and coming in. Foul's going to be on Dylan Nichols as she went through the Baldwin player there going up for that rebound. That's just a hustle foul once again. Unfortunate, but you can't fault the effort there at all. Searle will check back in here for Baldwin. Peyton Heracita will come in. Foster Nichols will get a rest for the Cyclones. He fell across the timeline. Over to Reichert. Works to the left side, picks up her dribble. Gets it over to Smith. Now into the corner, Wright. Wright into the corner, Smith. Out to Wright. Wright going to put up a tough guarded 3, no good. And the long rebound chased down by Reichert. He has it in the corner. Going along the baseline, Wright. Goes on the drive, now kicks it out, Reichert. She's going to fire a 3, no good. And we've got a whistle and a foul. Going to be called against the Cyclones here. Going to be called against Marissa Richards. And we'll stay with Baldwin underneath their own basket with 2:59 to go here in the third. Neufeld able to get it into Reichert. Reichert on the drive, and we're going to have a foul called here on Dylan Nichols. Second on Dylan, the third team foul here in the quarter. So we've evened it up. Blue pass underneath and stolen away by Emery Keebaugh as they were trying to get it to Reichert. Cyclones pushing the other way. Pass in the middle of the lane is stolen away there. Neufeld throws an elbow into the stomach of Askins Dietrich. Now dribbles it across to Reichert. Over to Wright. He took steps, no whistle. Down low. Searle just going to throw one up, and it's no good. Keebaugh will get it to Parachita. Will give it to Dillon as she brings it across the timeline. We've got a whistle and a timeout called here by the Cyclones. 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this with more on KOFO.
Sports, information, and entertainment in East Central Kansas. KOFO K279CS Ottawa, where keeping you informed comes first.
Quality Structures is helping you build the rural American dream today. No more some days. Whether you're wanting a garage for your toys, a riding arena for your horses, or storage for your equipment, Quality Structures is there. Visit Quality Structures in Richmond or online at qualitystructures.com.
Learning to work as part of a team is a trait that not only benefits students and athletes now, but can help them as leaders of tomorrow. This is Eric Price, funeral director and owner of Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Homes, proud to sponsor this sports broadcast on KOFO. Visit lamb-roberts.com.
Luke Queen back here with you at Ottawa High School. 2:28 remaining here in quarter number 3. Cyclones on top by 7, 24-17 with possession of the basketball here. Foster Nichols to trigger the inbound. There's it across. Ainsley Michael down in the corner. Emery Keebaugh. Skip pass here. Right wing, Askins Dietrich. He will get it back out top. Harashida back to Leah. Leah waiting for the cut here. Nobody there. We'll skip pass over to Emery on the left wing. Emery skips it down to Leah. Swung out, Ainsley. Swung around again to the left wing. Emery. Skip pass over to Foster on the right wing. Foster dribbling in, loses possession there, and tried to bat that out to Leah Askins-Dietrich instead of grabbing the basketball. Over to Berg. She's going to drive. Comes into the tough defense. The Cyclones did a nice job of just standing tall right there. Forced Berg into a tough shot. Foster driving left lane line, spinning into the lane, through some contact, and we're going to have a whistle and a foul, and it's going to send Foster Nichols to the free throw line for two. They'll call it on Scraper. That'll be her second personal foul. It's the fourth on Baldwin here in the quarter. Foster's first free throw. Right through the net. Dylan Nichols will check in as Emery Keebaugh will get a break. Reichert back into the ball game here for Baldwin. Second free throw from Foster and makes them both. Cyclones have pushed the lead out to the largest of the night. It's at 9 here, 26-17. Smith at the high post. Right wing, Neufeld. Back to Smith. She'll dribble between the circles. Looking to the high post, gets it to Reichert. Reichert going to drive into the lane. Kicks it in the corner. Neufeld open look for three. No good. And the rebound tipped away by the Cyclones. And they say it was last touched by Ainsley Michael here for Ottawa. And Emery Keebaugh, after that quick breather, is right back into the ball game here for the Cyclones. He's going to check in for Ainsley. Peyton Wright to trigger in. Gets it in the corner to Reichert. Swung out Smith. Around Neufeld on the right wing. Now Wright down in the corner. Pass inside. Dylan Nichols laying out to try and knock that one away. Got a piece of it. It knocked it out of bounds, so we'll stay with Baldwin once again underneath their own basket. Good effort there by Dylan. Neufeld to trigger it in. Able to get it in. Smith on the right wing. Swung around to right. Now over to Berg. Berg going to pull the trigger on a three. Left it wide to the left. Rebound to Foster Nichols. Ahead to Askins-Dietrich. Step through. Leah up off the glass and in. She's into double figures with 10, and the Cyclones' lead is up to 11. And a full timeout will be taken here by Baldwin. We'll take a 60-second break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
eBay Motors is here for the ride. Go ahead, feel your engine. Admire that perfectly installed exhaust. Your vehicle's moving along this freeway like it was made from fresh installs and a whole lot of love. With eBay Motors, you get over 122 million parts to keep it running. And with eBay Guaranteed Fit, they'll be the perfect fit every time. Plus, at these prices, well, we're burning rubber, not cash. Keep your ride or die alive at ebaymotors.com. Eligible items only. Exclusions apply.
Hey, I came as fast as I could. What's wrong?
Everything's okay. I just need you to know I'm glowing up.
You just texted SOS Get Here Now.
And I stand by that because I switched to Cricut and got the all-new Motorola Razr. I have entered my flip era, and I am glowing up.
I'm gonna go back home.
I support that.
Switch to Cricut and get the all-new Motorola Razr for $199.99. Smile, you're on Cricut.
Must open a new line on a $60 a month voice plan. First month service charge and tax to its sale. Fees, terms, and restrictions apply. See CricutWireless.com for details.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School. 48.2 seconds remaining in the third quarter. The Cyclones have increased the lead now up to 11, 28-17. Baldwin will get it in. Reichert out to Smith. Going to step into a three. No good. Long rebound into the hands of Askins-Dietrich. He will bring it across the timeline. Cyclones with 40 seconds to go. And they're going to get it over to Foster Nichols on the right wing. See if the Cyclones maybe hold here in this situation. 30 seconds to go. Askins-Dietrich on the left wing. Creates some space here over to Foster. Foster, handoff back to Leah. 15 seconds to go here. Neufeld out on Askins-Dietrich, who Gets out of the count. Back over to Foster. 8 to go. High post. Emery dumped down inside and fired it just a little bit too hard there on a short pass. And Dillon unable to get a handle on it. 4.5 seconds to go. We're going to get it into Reichert. Reichert dribbling towards the center circle. She's going to pull up and throw up a tough shot at the buzzer. No good. We've reached the end of quarter number 3. Cyclones 28, Baldwin 17. We're back at 60 seconds with the fourth quarter after this on KOFO.
What do you do when you need your local KOFO news, weather, sports, and entertainment, but you're not in the car or near the radio? First of all, don't panic. We know you don't want to miss out, so we've created a solution. Visit the all-new KOFO.com, and your problem is solved. Right there at the top of the page, you'll find the big red arrow that says Listen Live. Click it, and you'll enjoy all of the news, weather, sports, and entertainment with our KOFO live stream. Powered on all devices by your local Premier Heating and Cooling and now Plumbing Company. All seasons air conditioning and heating. The KOFO live stream brings you everything you hear on 1220 and 103.7 FM. And if you're not by the computer, you can ask Alexa to play KOFO or download the KOFO app on your phone. We're making it easy and convenient to take KOFO wherever you go, anytime, anywhere. So if you can't listen on air, go online to stay caught up with everything you need. Just visit us now at the all-new KOFO.com.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School. Fourth quarter now to go. The Cyclones up by 11 here. Starters out on the floor. Baldwin will get it into Reichert. Looks to drive, left lane line, going to pull up. Tough shot over Keyball. We've got a whistle and a foul here on the rebound. Going to go against Baldwin. Going to be a push there called against Lauren Berg. That's going to be her third and the first on the Bulldogs. Nye and Scraper back into the ball game here for Baldwin. Neufeld and Wright will get a breather. Get into Keyball, back to Foster Nichols. Foster will bring it across the timeline and set things up here for the Cyclone. Works to the right wing. On top, Keyball. Emery over to the left wing. Askins Dietrich, backdoor cut. Emery goes up, and they say it was blocked there by Reichert. And Baldwin comes away with it. 7:30 to go. Into the corner, Nye. Go to the high post, Reichert. Reichert going to put up a 16-footer, and she gets it to go. She's got 6. Cyclones lead down to single digits once again at 9. Reichert coming to put some pressure on Foster Nichols. She'll get it over to Emery Keeball on the right wing. Emery going to drive. Go through in some contact. We do have a whistle and a foul this time, and Emery is going to go to the free throw line for 2. Going to call this one on Reichert. That's going to be her second personal foul. It's the second team foul of the quarter here on Baldwin. Emery Keeball steps to the line here for 2. First free throw on the way, and she gets it to go. Wright will check back in. Scraper will have a seat here for Baldwin. Second free throw from Keyball, and she makes them both. Cyclones lead back to 11, 30-19. 7 minutes to go here in the ballgame. High post, Reichert just outside the three-point line. She's going to drive left lane line. Kicks out to Wright. Wright kicks it out, Reichert. Looks to drive once again. Goes to the left hand, up off the glass. That's a good shot. So good defense, just a better shot. Dylan Nichols will bring it across the timeline. Right wing, Askins Dietrich going to go inside to Dylan. Going to put her on the turnaround, and it rattles off, no good. Now, Cyclones put some pressure here. Loose ball down on the floor. We're going to have a tie-up here. And the possession arrow is going to give it back to the Cyclones. Peyton Arachita came over and created a little bit of a trap with Dylan right there. Scraper will check back in as Wright will sit down. Oh, and kind of going offense, defense here. Peyton is triggered in. Kicks it into the corner, Emery. Emery has it poked away, and then trying to get it back. It went off of her out of bounds. Wright and Neufeld back into the ball game. Marissa Richards going to check in here for Ottawa. She's going to replace Dylan Nichols. Cyclones drop back into their 2-3. Neufeld to right on the left wing. Into the corner, Reichard. Reichard looks baseline. Tries to dump it down low. Cyclones collapse down, poke it away, but it goes out underneath, staying with Baldwin. Smith will trigger this one in for Baldwin. Go out top to right. Right steps right into a three, and she drains it. Cyclones were expecting a different set play there, and we've got a whistle and a timeout will be called here by the Cyclones. It's going to be a 60-second timeout, so we'll take it with them. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Kansans with disabilities and senior citizens are 3 times more likely to be crime victims. If you are a Kansas senior citizen or a Kansan with a disability and you are a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas at 877-776-1541. We may be able to help you with your civil legal matter. Contact us at 877-776-1541 or drckansas.org. Once again, if you are a Kansas senior or a Kansan with a disability who is a crime victim, contact the Disability Rights Center of Kansas at 877-776-1541 or drckansas.org. We may be able to help you with your civil legal matter. The content of this radio ad is sponsored by the Disability Rights Center of Kansas and this station. It is supported by a VOCA grant awarded through the Federal Office for Victims of Crime as administered by the Kansas Governor's Grants Program. It does not necessarily reflect the views of the Office of the Kansas Governor or the U.S. Department of Justice.
Luke Queen back with you here at Ottawa High School. 6:06 remaining here in regulation. The Cyclones on top by 6 now. Pressure coming here from Baldwin, but they'll get it into Askins Dietrich, and then Baldwin will back out of the pressure. Leah between the circles. Looking to the left side. Hands off to Emery. Emery going to give it back to Leah. Leah over to Hiroshita, who will bring it back between the circles. Peyton, left wing, Foster. Will drive into the lane. Gets it back to Peyton. Over to Leah. Leah on the right wing. Skip pass, Emery. Looking down low, nothing there. We'll get it back out to Foster. Foster Nichols looks to drive. Now kicks it back out. Askins Dietrich. Cyclones. Bach is their friend right now. Foster on the drive, gets some space, and she is fouled on the drive, and that's going to send Foster to the free throw line for 2. Foul is going to be on Wright. That's her 3rd personal foul. 3rd team foul of the quarter here on Baldwin. And Foster Nichols at the line for 2. The free throw on the way right through there once again. Cyclones going back to a 3-possession game here, up 7. Second free throw gets them both. 32-24, 5:15 to go. Cyclones matching up here. Reichard in the middle of the lane, works down, kicks it out. Smith thought about the 3, now gives it back Reichard. She's going to drive baseline. In some trouble, gets it back out to Smith. Smith into the lane, going to put up a tough floater, no good. Key ball up high to get the rebound for the Cyclones. Gives it off to Foster Nichols. Up to Peyton Hiroshita. Give it over to Emery Keyball. Emery, bringing back to her. Tough catch by Foster, spinning into the lane. No good on the shot, no whistle that time. Wright brings the rebound down for the Bulldogs. Foster a little slow to get back here defensively. Baldwin into the corner, Wright going to fire up another quick 3, no good. And a rebound pulled in by Foster Nichols, who got back defensively and then went to make a pass and then palmed the basketball. Fatigue there, it looked like, after Foster took that hard fall down here at the other end. The turnover gives it back to Baldwin here. Neufeld to trigger underneath the Cyclone basket. Marissa Richards has checked in for the Cyclones. She's going to replace Foster and give her a breather that she needed. Kicked out to Berg out top. And stolen away by Askins Dietrich. The one-on-one at the other end. She's going to go at Bailey Smith, who backs away just a little bit. And Leah puts it up and in. And the Cyclones lead back to 10. Baldwin has it across half court. The Cyclones by 10 here with 4 minutes to go. Smith hands off Reichert. Reichert loses possession and gets it back. She looks to drive. Now trying to dump it underneath, and it's knocked away there by Dylan Nichols. On that lob pass, Dylan just trying to get a hand to it. She did. Probably had time to try and make a catch there, but it goes out of bounds, and in that situation, you're just trying to knock that basketball away. Neufeld, and we're going to have a whistle, and a offensive foul is going to be called here as Reichert ran through the defender, apparently. I was looking down underneath a little bit more. I didn't see it. It's going to be her third, and that's going to be the fourth team foul here on the Bulldogs. Richards gets it into Keebaugh. Able to get it to Harashida. Peyton, trap coming. Bump from behind. She'll get it over to Emery. Over to the left side, Leah. Down to Marissa. Marissa, they dump it underneath. Dylan up off the glass and in. That's a good press break under the pressure there by the Cyclones. They've pushed it out to a 12-point lead. Smith trying to drive left side. She's going to put up a tough one, no good. Richards with the rebound for the Cyclones. Marissa pushing ahead. Dylan to Leah, and up off the glass and in. And a whistle and a timeout will be called here by Baldwin. It's going to be see if we got here. Could be a full timeout if they wanted. We're going to go full. We're going to take a 60-second break. You're listening to Cyclone Basketball on KOFO.
Do you need assistance keeping your family warm this winter? Consider applying for the Low Income Energy Assistance Program, or LEAP, to keep your furnace on. The application period is open until the end of March. Visit dcf.ks.gov and click on Apply for Services to submit your application. LEAP will help your family stay warm this winter.
Sponsored by the Kansas Department for Children and Families and aired in cooperation with the Kansas Association of Broadcasters and this station.
Have you ever thought about why listening to the radio is better for you than spending all your time staring at your phone? We are hands-free, so in the car, you can keep your eyes on the road, where they should be. We don't need your personal information, so you don't have to worry about spam from us. And all you have to do is listen, not waste your time scrolling through an endless sea of recipes, memes, and cat videos. Radio, the original social media, and your source for information and entertainment at 1220 and 103.7 FM, KOFO.
With you here at Ottawa High School, 3:21 remaining in the fourth quarter. Cyclones on top by 14 now. 38-24. Baldwin has one timeout remaining. The Cyclones have two. It's 14 fouls on Baldwin, none on the Cyclones, so the Bulldogs have none to give here. The Cyclones will be shooting free throws the remainder of the way, unless it's an offensive foul. Smith working to the right side. Looks in the corner, nothing there. Kicks it out, Neufeld. She looks to drive, going to put up a tough runner off the glass, no good. Dylan Nichols rips down the rebound for the Cyclones. Looks ahead, nothing there. Now we'll slow it down as she brings it across. Emery back to Dylan. Dylan will dribble out top. Over to Leah. Left wing. Baldwin going to pick up defensively higher now. Kicks into the top of the key. Now into Dylan in the lane. She's in trouble. We'll have to kick it out. Three-pointer from Marissa, and she buries it from the left wing. Second three-pointer of the night from Marissa Richards. And the Cyclones have built up a 17-point lead here with 2.5 minutes to go. Reichert out top. He'll pull up. 15-footer on the way. Rolls off the rim. Keebaugh rips the rebound away for the Cyclones. Harashida will fire it across to Dylan Nichols. Now out to Emery Keebaugh. Between the circles. Dylan looking underneath. Peyton. Harashida, the double team comes. She kicks it to Keebaugh in the corner. Swung out. Marissa going to fire another one. No good this time. Rebound loose on the floor. And picked up by Berg for Baldwin. She's able to get it to Neufeld, and Askins Dietrich coming across there kind of got a piece of Neufeld and hustling over there. That is definitely a foul on Leah, but it's the third on her. It is the first team foul of the quarter. Baldwin maintain it there. Leah coming from behind to try and poke that one away, and Neufeld just happened to be turning in the same direction, and it was definitely a foul. Into the corner, Reichert, left side. She steps in, now kicks it in the corner to right. Back to Reichert in the short corner left side. Spinning down to the left hand, puts up a tough one, no good. Battle for the rebound. It's saved underneath by Reichert. To Smith, 16-footer, no good. Rebound, Dylan Nichols for the Cyclones. And a double dribble here. Dylan, that ball got near both hands there as she went to make the pass back to Foster. So an unforced turnover in that situation. At 92 seconds to go, the Cyclones up by 17 here. They're going to count this thing out and send themselves to Salina. Smith gets it into Reichert. Reichert on the right wing. Dribbling into the corner. Skip pass. Neufeld, tough catch there, able to corral it. She's going to work over to the right side, and her pass deflected as it gets to right. She's going to drive, puts up a runner, and a nice shot up off the glass, and a timeout will be called here by Baldwin. See what they call it here. We're going to stick through this timeout. It's a 30-second break. We've got a minute 15 to go here in Ottawa. Cyclones up by 15 points, 41-26. There's an 11-point lead coming into the quarter here. The Cyclones a 13-9 run here in this fourth quarter so far. Just 75 seconds away from the trip to Salina. The three-seeded Cyclones who fought hard all season to host this sub-state here at home, and they look to remain undefeated here inside the Ottawa High School gymnasium. Last time out, they're called by Baldwin. They have no more remaining. Again, no fouls to give as well. It's going to send the Cyclones to the free throw line. Foster Nichols to trigger it in here. Pressure coming from Baldwin. They get it into Dylan. Dylan back to Foster. Foster will bring it across the timeline. A trap coming here. Foster dribbles out of it. Over to Hiroshita. Back to Foster. Swung around Leah on the left wing. She'll dribble in. Now pull it back out as we've gone under 60 seconds to play. Leah on the drive. No. We're going to have a whistle and a foul. And it's going to be on Baldwin committing the foul and sending Leah back to the free throw line here. Foul is going to be on Emmy Nye. That's going to be her first personal foul, a 15 foul on the Bulldogs. 55.6 seconds to go here. Leah's first free throw is good. She's got 15 points here to lead the Cyclones tonight. Bergen right back in. Nye and Scraper will take a seat here for the Bulldogs. Second free throw from Leah, and makes them both. Cyclones up by 17, 43-26, 50 seconds to go. Run around right on the left wing to Smith. Smith kicks it in the corner right. Going to drive baseline, going to put up a tough floater. She's fouled and going to go to the line for two here. Askins Dietrich will pick that one up. It's her fourth personal foul. Peyton right at the line here for two. Cyclones are going to clear the bench here. Yes, Marissa Richards. Laura Winger. First free throw from right is good. Ainsley Michael and Olivia Walters will be checking in here. Foster Nichols, Peyton Hiroshita, Emery Keebaugh, Lee Askins, Dietrich, and Dylan Nichols will have a seat. Lexi Likes was the fifth one that came on there. It was tough to see. They had them all huddled up right there, and I didn't miss Lexi. Don't want to leave you out as well. Free throw, and right buries them both. Scraper will check back in here for Baldwin. The Bulldogs going to stay with the full court pressure here, trailing by 15. Olivia gets it into Marissa. Marissa along the sideline, and a whistle and a foul here. It's going to go against Neufeld. That's going to send Marissa Richards to the free throw line for two. Marissa with 8 points on the night. We're into the bonus here. Neufeld her third. Free throw from Richards is right through there. Wright and Berg back in here offensively for Baldwin. Second free throw from Richards, and she buries them both. And now the senior will check out as the freshman Askins Dietrich checks back in. 10 points for Marissa, who fell across the timeline. Looks to the right side, looks at the post, nothing there. They go inside Reichert. Reichert to turn around, no good, but a whistle and a foul. This one's going to go against Laura Wingert. The first on Laura. Third team foul of the quarter here on the Cyclones. So Reichert's going to go to the free throw line for two. Reichert's first free throw, too strong off the back rim, no good. Nye and Scraper back in. Offense, defense still here. It's a 17-point game. No good on the second. Rebound taken away by Lexi Likes for the Cyclones. Pass trying to get it over to Askins Dietrich, stolen away. Scraper gets it, and his bump from behind is Olivia Walters trying to come over and help out defensively, I believe will be called for this one. It will go against Olivia. It's her first. It's going to send Scraper to the line for two. Samantha Scraper, the senior, and her first free throw is no good. Second free throw from Scraper coming here. And no good again. The Cyclones' Lexi Likes rips down the rebound. She'll get it to Askins Dietrich. Leah into the front court. Now we'll back things out with 15 seconds to go. Trap coming. Leah needs some help here. Gets it to Olivia Walters. Now to Ainsley Michael. Back to Leah Askins Dietrich. 5 seconds to go here. And the Cyclones are going to win this one 45-20.